Hi, welcome back to Lens Pro. I'm going to do a tutorial on scarred makeup effects, and so I've already done my foundation. I used a Sephora oil-free foundation, and then I set it with just some translucent powder, and then I went in with a kind of taupey contouring powder and contoured down, and then around through here on both sides, around my hairline, and then a little bit in my crease line. So let's get started. What you first want to do is kind of sketch out and get started on where you want your scar to be. And I'm going to use two different types of pink lip liners to do that. I chose to use this lighter lip liner that's closer to my natural lip color, and I'm going in and using light feathery strokes and then doing my final shape with stronger lines. I wanted to go at more of an angle and not have like a just completely even with both sides of my mouth, so it kind of looked like I had a tear from one side all the way through to the other side of my mouth. I'm going to actually go in and fill in a little bit here and there, and then take this darker pink and just redefine the lines that I've already made and start to fill in the inside. And you're going to want to fill in this area with your darker color. You can use any color to do this. I just chose this pink color because I wanted to have like a fresh scar that was kind of healing, not something that was rotting or gory looking or dripping with blood. All those are awesome, and you can do that too. And I'm actually going in and adding like little jagged points to it, so when I put the solution on top, it's going to look like the skin is actually tearing and then healing back into itself. Here I'm using a little shadow brush. It's got its domed pointed bristles just to kind of blend in the lip liners together and then kind of blend them onto my actual lip, and then clean up the edges and kind of drag the edges of my scars into like a little point, the way your skin would kind of naturally heal if it was tearing. Now that I've got this slash or scar all drawn in and filled in and kind of peaked where it would have been kind of healed or come to the points and stuff, I'm going to take my Rigid Collodion. Rigid Collodion, I think that's how you say it. It looks like nail polish, but it's not. It has a real strong smell, and I'm just going to layer it all over these two areas. This product has a very strong smell, so you want to work quickly and it dries quickly. You need to put on thin layers and just let it dry real good in between each layer. Making sure you go and do the same thing on the other side, putting a thin layer on and working it into the areas where you have already put the lip liner on there to create your scar. As this dries, it creates a tightening effect. I ended up doing 2 or 3 different layers, letting it dry a couple minutes in between each layer. While it was drying, I decided to do some work under my eyes and down my nose. I used a fluffy brush and a taupe or kind of medium brown kind of fawn shadow and shaded in underneath my eyes, in the corner of my eyes, and then started to work down my nose. With the flat shadow brush, I shaded down the side of my nose with the same color and really worked on one side more than the other at an angle to create kind of a bent nose effect, maybe like my nose had been broken and healed. I did a quick shade on the other side just for balance, but not as much down the nostril side as much on the very edge of the bridge of my nose, just for balance right there. I took a foundation brush with a creamy kind of vanilla color and just highlighted right down my nose, and then I'm going to do it again kind of on the sides of my nose just to really accentuate the parts that I actually want to look more sunken in. I had to go in and add more of the rigid caladium because it wasn't actually sinking in as much as I wanted it to. So just build it up and build it up until you get it where you want it. I wanted to really be able to show it on camera, so I did a little bit more than you'd probably have to do at home. To add some definition to my lash line, I just used a pointed shadow brush and a kind of purpley blue color, and I just put it on just real messy and quick and blended it with my finger. In the waterline of my lower lash line, I'm using the same pink liner I used for my scars, just to add a little bit of tiredness to my eyes. I'm adding some of the foundation that I used at the beginning. I'm just patting it very lightly over the scar, not to fill the whole thing in, just to kind of make it blend in with my skin tone. This is what gives it the more realistic effect, rather than a gory effect. As you can see, it looks like my skin is torn apart and healing. And now I'm just adding in a little bit more pink where I want it to have that shiny, scarred look. And you just want to repeat the steps on the other side of your face for the other scar. This corner. That's my cat. He's my little helper. For my lipstick, I'm just going to do this Clinique Black Honey little stick. My lips are dry in the middle. It works out good for this. So there you have a scarred face. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned how to do something cool with this. Don't limit it to just your face. You can do your neck, your body, your hands, your fingers. If you want to do more than just a small amount, get a bigger bottle than this. I used like almost the whole thing while I was doing it. So y'all have a great time and be safe this happy holiday Halloween season. And please feel free to comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.